Senator Welch.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I think it is. Mr. Meredith, I want to ask you about these pardons, and I know you've been asked about it, but my understanding is that Mr. Baker, he posed as a U.S. Marshal. Is that correct?
Senator, I don't know. As I told Senator Durbin, I did not review any pardon file for Mr. Baker and did not advise the governor on that. So I'm not aware of the facts and circumstances.
Seriously?
Senator, I've read about it in the media.
So you're aware?
Well, I don't know the specifics of what you're talking about. I generally know that an individual with that name received a pardon, but I don't know the facts and circumstances of any of.
I'm asking you whether you know that he posed as a marshal.
I do not know that, Senator. I don't know that. I know that he was convicted. Well, my understanding is that he was originally convicted of a murder, I believe, but I don't know the facts and circumstances, Senator.
I mean, this was widely reported in Kentucky. It was very controversial.
Well, Senator, that was, I think this was in the news maybe roughly 5 years ago, and you know all the details that were reported escaped me.
Senator McConnell said that this was completely inappropriate. Are you aware of that, to pardon him?
Senator, I recall that many elected officials made comments about that. I don't remember specifics.
You know what? You're a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
And you understand specificity matters, right? I'm not asking you what you knew from personal experience. I'm asking you what everybody in Kentucky knew. This guy posed as a marshal. That was widely reported, right?
Senator, again, you're asking me about facts that I just don't know about. I don't recall that from the you might be right, Senator. I don't know.
You know what? Be serious here. This is like incredibly controversial. I mean, so much so that Senator McConnell called it out as completely inappropriate. Everybody knew about it. This guy posed as a marshal. You're saying you don't know about that, even though it was widely reported. He murdered somebody, right?
My understanding, Senator, is that he was convicted of a murder.
And he killed the man's wife. He held this person he killed, he held his wife, that man's wife and his kids at gunpoint, right?
Senator, I don't know. You're asking me about specific facts and circumstances.
In 2017, a state jury found him guilty.
Senator, I understand that it's my understanding that he was convicted, but you're asking me about facts and circumstances that I'm not aware of.
Well, all right. I'll pretend you're telling me the truth, and I'll enlighten you as to what happened. In 2017, a state jury found him guilty. He got a 19-year prison sentence, right?
Senator, again, I don't know all the facts and circumstances.
Just take it from me. We'll just assume I'm telling the truth. And he got a 19-year sentence. In 2018, Baker's brother, that's the man who was pardoned, hosted a fundraiser at his home for the governor, Matt Bevin. You worked for him, right?
I was in the counsel's office in Governor Bevin's office.
All right. So when I asked the question, did you work for him?
Yes.
Is the answer yes?
Well, I worked for him in the governor's office while he was governor.
So you worked for him?
Correct.
And his brother hosted a fundraiser, and Governor Bevin got $21,500, right?
I don't know. I have seen in the media.
All right, I'll let you know that's what happened.
Okay.
And in Governor Bevin's final days in 2019, he pardoned Mr. Baker.
I have seen media reports to that effect.
Right. And he had served 2.5 years of his 19-year sentence. So let me just ask you this. Do you agree with that pardon?
Senator, I did not review any pardon file for Mr. Baker. I didn't advise the governor on that. That's a discretionary function belonging to an executive branch official.
We all know that. The governor can do what he wants. President Trump can do what he wants with the pardon power. I'm just asking you, do you agree with it? The guy shot somebody in front of his wife and kids. He got a 19-year sentence. He served 2.5 years. His brother gave a $21,500 contribution to the governor, and lo and behold, he got a pardon. Do you agree with that?
Senator, I'm not aware of all the facts and circumstances.
While you were the governor's counsel, there was a subpoena to get the records so that people could understand what the deal was on why this murderer got a pardon. And you resisted the subpoena, right?
Well, no, Senator. So what happened was, several of us. No, I did not. I told the governor's office I'd be happy to respond to that.
The records went missing, as I understand it.
No, that's not true to my knowledge, Senator.
Well, where are they?
Well, my understanding is that the governor's administration currently has them.
And they resisted the subpoena while you were working as counsel for the governor?
No, I don't believe that's true, Senator.
But I see my time is up and my answers are not complete, but I can ask some follow-up questions. Thank you.
Senator Blumenthal.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy.